Alright, if you ever visit Venice, do not walk on the left side of the street. Doing that basically screams, "Hey, I'm a tourist!" and can attract pickpockets. This unspoken rule is especially important on narrow streets or tight alleyways, as locals just know you always stick to the right. So blend in like a pro. Pickpocketing is actually a pretty common issue in Europe's big cities, but a simple rubber band can keep your things safe. Just wrap it around your wallet, passport, or phone, and that extra friction makes it way tougher for someone to quietly slip it out of your pocket. And ladies, you can grab a hair claw and hook it over your bag's zipper to keep it shut, just like this. That way, nobody can unzip your purse without you noticing. Another good idea is to use a phone lanyard. It makes it harder for someone to grab your phone as they walk by. You can usually get one online for really cheap, and it's way better to spend less than $20 on this than to end up buying a new phone. You can also carry a decoy wallet. Toss in some small bills, expired cards, and old receipts to make it look legit. If a bad guy ever stops you and demands your wallet, just hand over the decoy. This way, you won't be losing anything important. Keep your real cash in a money belt, for example, or hide it in a clever spot, like an empty lipstick tube. Some people even wear a fake wedding ring as an extra precaution. Speaking of accessories, be mindful of what you wear. A floral shirt, flip-flops, and a bucket hat aren't exactly low-key. When you look too much like a tourist, you might attract unwanted attention, so the key is to blend in. Before your trip, check out what the locals typically wear in the country you're visiting. Then pack clothes that match that style. Even small changes, like carrying a reusable shopping bag instead of a backpack, can help you pass more easily as a local. And if you're carrying a fancy camera or laptop, try using duct tape to make a fake patch. It makes them look broken, and most bad guys tend to ignore items that are damaged. Now, sorry to say, but just throwing a padlock on your suitcase isn't always enough to keep your stuff safe. That's because anyone can pop it open pretty easily, just by sliding a pen or pencil into the zipper. But there's a simple solution for that. Change your luggage. Look for hard-shell suitcases with either no zippers or hidden ones that are harder to tamper with. Oh, by the way, if the thought of your luggage getting lost mid-flight gives you nightmares, consider using luggage tracking tech. Some newer suitcases even come with a built-in GPS. But if you don't have one of those, no worries. Just use something like an Apple AirTag or Tile Tracker. This way you'll always know exactly where your bag is, even if the airline doesn't. Now, once you get to the hotel, remember, room safes exist for a reason. Use them. And if you're the kind of person who forgets things easily, like me, here's a tip. Tie one end of a brightly colored ribbon or string to the safe handle and the other end to your suitcase. That way, when you're checking out, you will be reminded to grab whatever's in the safe. Oh, yeah. Now, losing your stuff isn't the only thing that can go wrong on a trip. You can also get lost. Sure, downloading Google Maps helps a lot, but it's always smart to have a plan B, like if your phone runs out of battery or goes missing. So make sure you write down your hotel's address on a piece of paper, low-tech, or have someone write it for you if you don't read the local language or characters. If the hotel has a business card, grab a few and keep them with you. And if you ever get lost, just flag down a taxi and show them the card. They'll know what to do. Before you start exploring the city, take some time to get familiar with the area around where you're staying. Start by walking around the block, then the next one, and so on. That way, if you ever get lost, once you're back near your area, it's usually pretty easy to find your way. Plus, getting a feel for your surroundings helps you find where the coffee shops, ATMs, and other useful spots are. You can also wear a whistle, either around your neck or on your keychain. A loud whistle can be surprisingly useful if you need to get attention, like scaring someone off, or calling for help if you're lost on a remote trail, for example. If you don't have a travel buddy, make sure to share your location with family or friends. You can also take it a step further by leaving a digital breadcrumb trail. Use a secure cloud service to upload copies of your passport, travel insurance, and other important documents. Then set up a shared folder with someone you trust and keep it updated with your location and plans as you go. That way, if you lose your phone or run into trouble, someone back home can help authorities figure out where you've been and give them the info they need. Now, sometimes the hotel you're staying at is so big you can actually get lost inside, especially after a long flight when you're tired or jet lagged. But here's a smart tip flight attendants use. As soon as you get to your room, place your shoes pointing toward the direction of the elevator. That way, if you're ever in a rush or want to minimize walking, you will know exactly which way to go. And yeah, this little trick works on cruise ships too. Now, hotels are usually safe, but you never know, right? So if your room ends up being on the ground floor, ask to switch. Floors 3 through 6 are often considered the safest. I mean, they are high enough to avoid easy access from the outside, but still low enough to reach the ground floor quickly in case of an emergency, like a fire. And carrying a portable doorstop alarm can help prevent break-ins. We're talking about a cheap, lightweight device that wedges under your door and makes a loud noise if someone tries to open it. It gives you that extra layer of security while you're sleeping. Now, in case you don't have it, you can hang a couple of mugs on the door handle. Most hotel rooms usually have them. If someone tries to open the door, the mugs will fall and crash, making enough noise to wake you up. And if you're a woman staying alone in a hotel, it might be a good idea to place a pair of big men's shoes outside your door. It makes it look like someone else is staying there with you. Also, don't let the fear of being watched ruin your trip. There are plenty of simple ways to check for hidden cameras in your hotel room or vacation rental. First, do a careful scan of the place. Close the curtains, turn off the lights, and look for any small blinking lights. Some of the most common spots for hidden cameras include smoke detectors, air vents, and small holes in the wall. You can also go full spy mode by using Bluetooth. Just set your phone to pairing mode and see what devices show up. Ignore things like TVs and smart home gadgets and focus on anything unfamiliar that you can't easily identify. That could be a hidden camera. Now, here's a final tip that's essential anytime you travel abroad, no matter the country. Learn the local emergency numbers. The 911 code works in several places outside the US, like Argentina, Mexico, and Canada. But that's not always the case. In Egypt, for example, you can call their police number, which is 122. In Brazil, it's the same idea, but you dial 190 instead. And in many European countries, it's 112. Sometimes, dialing 911 in another country might redirect you to their emergency services, but that's not guaranteed. So it's always better to know the local code just in case. And that's it. Save this video for your next trip, and stay safe out there. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.